So you want to be productive, my friend. You want to level up, get higher grades, start making money online. That's awesome, bro. The problem is, you can't even watch this entire video till the end. Stats show that only about 8% of people will get to the end of this video. And I'll be honest, I understand you. In this video, I will explain why our attention span nowadays is lower than a 9-second goldfish attention span, and what I did to improve my attention span, which in return helped me become more productive and start working on my goals properly without getting distracted like an average high schooler. We live in an age when people are so connected to each other. We have contact non-stop. From the moment we wake up till the moment we close our eyes. We are on our phones, messaging others, sometimes calling, and of course sending to each other short form content on social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram. Between all of that, there is also scrolling. Researchers show that on average, people spend 2.5 hours per day on social media. By the way, that's 17.5 hours a week just staring at their phone alone. Just imagine this from a third-person perspective. You sit there with poor posture, you hold your phone like that, and you scroll and scroll. Then something funny occurs, so you laugh. But to be honest, you are not even having that much fun. And as we stated earlier, you spend hours like that. It's bad, bro. You may be asking why that happens. It's because there are people from evil companies that work hard to make sure you'll spend as much time as possible on their platforms. There are literally PhD psychologists that work their ass off to make the most addictive product they can. And your brain is vulnerable to craving this instant pleasure, instant gratification. The moment you think about going on Instagram, reading a message from a friend, is the moment your brain releases dopamine, the hormone of motivation, drive and pursuit. And you do that because that's how you evolved. But every time it happens daily, I would say even hundreds times a day, it decreases your attention span. It pulls you away from the task you were doing or you were supposed to do. And every time your brain switches focus from one task to another and then another, it uses a lot of brain power. It makes you unproductive both in short term and in long term. I'm in the middle of reading a book called Deep Work by Cal Newport. Obviously, I recommend reading this book to understand how truly important it is to go deep in your work. I have yet to finish it, but because I was interested in productivity earlier and because I've read some of this book and about the chapters in the book, I can give you a key takeaways from the book. This is what the author states. Quit social media, allow yourself to go deep in your work, which means allow yourself to focus on a task for a longer period of time without getting distracted, which is called deep work. The author gives many examples. That's why I think it's crucial to read the book. But basically, imagine this. You wait in a car, maybe you sit somewhere outside or in the building, you just have a moment of peace. You are thinking about something. Maybe it's about your life, your future, your career, school, whatever. You just wait a few minutes for something so your brain gives you those thoughts. It seems like you are onto something. In just a few seconds, you will rediscover that you didn't actually want to be a rugby player or a lawyer or a doctor, and that's what you were expected to do from your parents or from society, but you actually wanted to become a pianist or an actor or a content creator. But in that very moment, you get a notification on Instagram, Alex Eubank is now live. You put out your phone and it's gone. You don't reach that moment of realization. From now on, you will waste another 4 years on a path you didn't truly want to pursue. And then you will spend a decade in a career which makes you feel miserable. All of that happened because you didn't allow your brain to rethink your life. You were distracted instead. Men waste their entire lives like that. And the society wonders why suicide measures are all times high, why depression is so common, and why we are facing a mental health crisis. We live in a stimulated world and we are addicted to social media, to video games, to movies. We don't give our brains, our minds, a time to think. And I go a little bit off script right here, but this is a truly problem for our society, and Bro, it sucks. You want to achieve your goals, get to $10K a month, or get higher grades, feel happy and fulfilled, right? So do this first. Delete Instagram, delete TikTok, delete all other social media apps, I don't even know the names, Tinder. For me personally, I only use YouTube, and I use it to watch educational videos like this, or long form content like podcasts from Andrew Huberman or Modern Wisdom. And when you delete social media, allow your brain to think. I even stared at the wall for an hour so my brain could actually think. Rest from the stimulation, see what's inside. You can take your journal in case you have an important thought. Let your brain do the work it was meant to do. Let your brain think. I did that 3 times already. Every time I got so many insights about where I'm going in life. It was all worth it. If you think you don't have time to stare at the wall for an hour, but you have the time to black hole 2.5 hours a day on social media, then bro, you have this time. Just try it. By the way, I got that from Dr. K from healthwithgamer.gg, who said that you can even get an emotional catharsis by allowing your emotions to happen while staring at the wall. Just tell people in your home to not interrupt you for the next hour and you are good to go. Because you've got to this point in the video, I believe you are somewhat intelligent and you are not just a average person. So bro, do this action step now. Like just turn off this video, turn off YouTube, and just go and stare at the wall for an hour. Take some piece of paper and do that, and you will have that done. See what happens. If you want to talk and connect with people who have similar values and goals as us, then consider joining to my school group I just launched. Of course, it's still in progress. However, I have big plans for this group, and soon I may be charging for it, or I may offer you something you would be interested in. So just at least check it out, see if you might like it. If not, then that's okay. Of course, subscribe right now. Mwah.